All right, now the next sales tactic we are going to be speaking about today is pace lead. Now, this is an advanced sales tactic. Essentially what this is it's a form of matching and mirroring. Now, when you match and mirror somebody, whether it's through body language or tonality, you are copying them. So if they fold their arms, you fold your arms. If they speak in a strict tone, you're speaking in a strict tone. If they're all right about the product, you're all right about the product. You're not going to be super enthusiastic about it if they're not really there yet. So what you are doing is you're fitting into their sphere of life, their bubble. Now, what pace lead is taking it a step further. So the pacing right here, this is matching and mirroring. So you're gonna match them, and then once you're in that state of rapport with them, you're going to lead. So from before this, we were just used to matching them. They do the next thing. They lead, we match them again, they lead, we keep on matching them. So now we're gonna match them, they lead, we match them, now we lead, and they're going to match us. And this is what you can accomplish if you are in such good rapport with these people. So that's why you need to match and mirror a couple times, and then you can take the reins. Again, you can do this both through tonality and body language. So just to kind of run through it with body language, the way you can do this is talking to them on the door. They lean up against the door, you lean up against the door. Let's say they cross their arms, you cross your arms, and then now that you're in rapport with them, you take the step off the door and you transition back to this. They will get off the door and stop leaning and get back up to you. So now they're going to copy you, and so now you are leading them. And from this on out, you can lead them again, or then you can match and mirror, kind of like micro agreements, where you can get a couple more in and then lead, a couple more in and then lead, or you can lead and keep on leading, depending on your rapport with the homeowner. So again, if you need to build that rapport back up, let's say you do something and they don't follow you, then you need to match and mirror them a couple more times so the next time you do lead, that rapport is built back to where they will follow you. With tonality, the way we do this, and essentially what this is going to be, and we'll speak about where they are at with the product. So if I'm speaking with, hey Jeff, so I got to ask you, man, you like the product, right? And he's like, yeah, it's a pretty cool product. It's pretty interesting. I've never heard of anything like this before. Exactly. A lot of people have been really liking the idea of this just because they wanted to get the panels. They just didn't want to spend any money out of pocket on it. So that's why the state's been able to get the majority of homes to go solar, has been through this brand new program. And then he's like, yeah, honestly, it's definitely something that piques my interest. I've been looking into solar before, but I've never really taken that step. I'm like, yeah, Jeff, I hear you. Totally. Like a lot of those people that were just like you that weren't really interested in taking out a huge loan or taking on all the liabilities, but they wanted to go solar, they never really had an option. See how I'm matching and mirroring it? And then I'm going to take it a step further and be like, and that's why, this program's been able to get everybody to go solar. All your neighbors that are just like you, Jeff, that wanted the panels, they just didn't want to spend all that money out of pocket. Now they have this new option where they can get the panels without having to spend it. You see the true beauty of the program now, right? And then he's like, yeah, man, actually, you're right. This is pretty cool. Like, I like this. So what you're doing is, let's say he's at an 8 with the product, or at an 8 with you or your company. You match him at that 8, and then you lead him up, and then you're going to bring up your excitement, and then he's going to bring up his and get him more into the product. So essentially what you're doing is you're using it to increase the customer's likeliness of the product. In one way, where you're talking about the product. This can also be done when you're talking about yourself or your company. As for my company goes, Sunrun, matching and mirroring more along the lines of with you getting that rapport, and then with the company, Sunrun, they've been able to do a bunch of installs. Yeah, they've been spreading solar all across the entire nation. It's super awesome, right, Jeff? Yeah, you guys are a really cool company. So as you can see, there's a lot of different ways you can pace lead. Essentially, it's matching and mirroring, and then you just take the reins, and they're going to be following you now. And you can use this any way that you would like to help develop rapport, help gain momentum on the product, whatever the case is. You have them under your control now.